I'm Jenny Lansbury, and I currently serve as team lead for the Generosity team. You may be thinking, wasn't she just up here a couple of months ago giving one of these generosity stories? And you'd be right. But that was for last year's theme. And I really wanted to take the opportunity to give a story for this year for our Journeying Together Faithfully theme. To think about past journeys, but also what might lie ahead. So here I am, again. Let's just call it the privilege of leadership. As I was thinking about what I might say today, I was inspired by Suzanne Martin's story of a couple of months ago, in which she talked about preparing for a journey. And it made me consider how we can travel differently when we travel. For example, my daughter and I could not be more different, and yet we travel well together because while we like to do exciting things and to sightsee, we also need our downtime. And so we don't feel like we have to do everything on this trip. But then there are those people who are kind of the opposite, and they do feel like they need to do everything on this trip. And so they're on the go all the time. I think that would exhaust me, and I don't think I would travel that way very well. And yet, when I consider my journey here at FCPC, there have been times that I have done exactly that. Been on the go all the time, involved in a lot. Singing in the choir, serving on session, facilitating adult Sunday school class, head chefing at welcome table. Well, you get the idea. But then there are times that I've really only had the bandwidth to do just a little bit. And with that, I trust that others will be able to be more, well, on the go. It's kind of like when you travel with others, there has to be some give and take. So what about as I look to the future? And if you haven't heard anything else, I hope you hear this. I'm comforted by the future. I'm comforted by us journeying together faithfully. I pray that we will be faithful to whatever God is calling us to, that whatever it might be, we will continue to be a community that welcomes and ministers to all, especially the marginalized, as Jesus did. That we will continue to love mercy and do justice until that day that hopefully we won't have to do that anymore because God's kingdom will be here on earth. And that throughout our journey, we will rely on one another, practicing that give and take as we travel together as the body of Christ with all our many gifts. Thank you. And now, let us